Hey YouTube, this is New York Half-Fast Prepper here, and we're out here in my garage. It's my little prepping area here, and I'm gonna make a video about what I use for an alternate heat source. And that's just my, overflow from the pantry, and my gun safe is over there. And my garage is very, very messy, so please excuse the mess. It's a work in progress out here. But anyway, over here. This is my alternate fuel source. I got a couple of them over here. This is a portable kerosene heater. Now the reason I have these is because over here is my oil tank. Should I run out of oil to heat my home, which will probably never happen because I'm in the business and I have a lot of oil around, but more importantly, if my furnace should ever fail, my heating system, because it's got a lot of it's American made, but it has a lot of Chinese components and stuff in it, relays and circuit boards, and during a storm when it's 30 below out with wind chill or something, if the furnace fails, if the nozzle gets clogged or the filter gets clogged, and let's say I'm not around, or the service guy is not around for a few hours, I have these as a backup. Now I can one large one of these is enough to heat my home, or it's certainly enough to keep my home from freezing up. But I have several to move around different parts of the house. And what we even do a lot of times is I get kerosene and I run one of these inside my front door, because my front door has there's a lot of heat loss by the front door with the door opening and closing, and the area is not heated well to begin with. So I run one of these all the time in the winter right inside the front door, and it keeps my furnace from cycling a lot and using a lot of oil. Now these things are great because they work without electricity, even though I have a backup generator. It's mechanical equipment, is subject to failure. These are simple to operate. My wife can light these things no problem, start up the kerosene heater. But I keep them as a backup. You can burn them right inside. You don't have to worry about carbon monoxide. I even bought myself a carbon monoxide meter that measures the carbon monoxide, and the amount that these put out is negligible. And these things are cheap. They're cheap to run. You can buy these things at yard sales, at secondhand shops. You can get them for $10, $20. Craigslist is always a couple listed on there. There's really no moving parts in it. You got to replace the wick once in a while. If the people have it and it doesn't work for some reason, you take it apart, you clean it all out, you replace the wick, and they're good to go. The little lighting systems on it, they never work properly. They're never so you're supposed to push that button to light the thing. Those things never work right, so you just light it with a barbecue lighter, and that works fine. But this is what I use. I'm in Northeast. I'm in upstate New York. My furnace, I usually keep plenty of oil around. I keep my tank topped off. I have extra fuel in the yard. But it seems to always want to break at 3 o'clock in the morning on a really cold night. It's usually when the furnace is working the hardest. The nozzle gets clogged, or you blow out a little relay or a module. So I have these that are easy to light, easy to deploy in my house, and don't require any electricity, and they keep me warm, and they keep my house from freezing up. So that's what I use. And I have a fireplace up there, but it's not really suitable for heating. But people have wood stoves, and I don't like the pellet stoves because they require electricity. But if you have a wood stove, coal stove, or something like that, it's the same principle. You're just using that instead of your oil. But I highly recommend, if you're into prepping, pick one of these up. It's if you're in the Northeast or any place where it's cold, it's a very good, viable, optional backup heating source for your home. I'm out.